the Jets great plaudit, saying this was an unbelievable pick. They can't believe that he was there at 6. So, Jamal, Michael, Don, and Peter, congratulations. How does it feel?
Feels like a dream, man. It's a dream come true. I'm excited to be a Jet. Everything happens for a reason, and this is my calling, man. I feel like, God put me on this earth to play this game of football, and God put me on this earth to be a Jet, so I'm excited.
Well, it sounds like you were destined to do this considering that bet you had with your dad.
Yes, sir.
What was it, 50,000 was it? Tell us what how that came about for anybody who doesn't know.
It was 100,000.
Oh, okay.
He bet me that, I wouldn't go higher than him. And, before the draft, he seen a couple mocks about, how I was going higher. And he kind of backed out of the bet. So I'm going to just let him to continue, paying for the dinner tab. He doesn't want to pay me. So I'll just let him continue doing that.
Jamal, I'll tell you what, you're going to have plenty of $100,000 if things go the way everybody thinks, especially the 6th pick of the draft. Did you think you'd last to the 6th pick, or did you think you were going to go higher? Because everybody thinks that it's amazing that you lasted to the 6th pick.
Yeah, there's been a lot of talk about it leading up. I didn't think so. I didn't think I would, but again, I'm excited to be a Jet. It's nothing like being a part of this organization. It was definitely my calling to be a part of this organization. I'm excited to get started.
What did you know about the Jets before you were drafted?
Well, I was definitely a Giants fan. Can't lie to you. Growing up, Pops, he played for the Giants, so I've always been, a fan of the blue and red. But now I bleed, green and white, and I made my family, as well as my father, big Jets fan. So we're good on this side now.
Have you heard from anybody on the team yet?
I've seen a couple, tweets. I haven't been able to get back to him. I know Ronald Martin hit me up. That's definitely, a guy that, I grew up with at LSU. He taught me the ropes. I came in as a freshman. He was a senior. And, I'm excited to get back and, work with him.
I think Odell Beckham Jr.'s quote was, wrong colors, right city. Do you have a relationship with Odell?
Yeah, I do. That's my brother. He's excited to be out here, in the same city, same area as him. And, it's an exciting time for, his family and mine. I know O's definitely proud of me, happy for me. I'm happy for his success. Like he said, different team, different colors. But at the end of the day, we're definitely still family.
You ever try to cover him?
I definitely will very soon.
Never in practice where he just shows up?
Yeah, never in practice. He left right before I came in, but I never got that opportunity. But it's definitely going to be a fun opportunity whenever I get that.
Well, you'll have a preseason game. Well, you'll at least get one series. You'll have an opportunity to.
At least one.
Who would you say you most model your game off of?
I really don't try to, model my game off of anybody. I definitely try to steal bits and pieces from others, to try to add to my game. So, Tyrann Mathieu, his versatility, Earl Thomas, his passion and energy, Brian Dawkins as well, his leadership qualities, and, I'm a big Bob Sanders fan, and, of course, the great Sean Taylor. So there's a bunch of guys, that I try to, look at and try to steal, skills from those guys.
Jamal, we were talking about your dad, George, that was drafted by the Giants in 1985, but he had retired before you were born. So what was it like for him to describe your career, to tell you what it was like, even though you never got a chance to see him play?
He just said, it's one of the best times in his life. When he played in the league, he played in New York. He said it's nothing like it. He said the fans love you, and he also jokes about how you don't have to pay for anything. So I'm a cheap person, so I'm looking forward to that. But he said, man, as long as you do the right things, as long as you play well up in New York, the fans love you, and you're treated right. So. He definitely just keeps me grounded, always keeps me, competitive, and, just doing the right things.
Your coach, obviously, his area of expertise is the position you play. Have you spoken to him, and what has he spoken to you about at this point?
I have not got to, Coach Wilson yet. A little later I will get to him, and we'll definitely talk. So I'm looking forward to that meeting.
I'll tell you what, you sound like you got it all together. I mean, what did McCagnon say when he told you that you're going to be drafted?
I mean, he just told me, you ready to come home. I really couldn't hear too much. I was crying. I was in the green room. But I was just telling him, thank you so much. Thank you. Let's do it. Let's do it. I remember it like it was yesterday.
Anything you feel you need to work on making the transition?
I mean, just coming in and, earn the respect of my, coaching staff and my teammates, and just doing the right things. That's all I can do. I'm going to keep, working on, becoming a better leader, and, just always bettering my skills each and every day.
Now, your LSU coach, Ed Orgeron, said that he talked up what a leader you were. What is your leadership style, Jamal?
It's a little bit of, both vocal and, just leading by example. I feel like everybody, takes things different. Everybody, likes to be spoke to in a different way. So, you just have to, figure out your teammates, figure out what they like and dislike, and, just lead by example and do the right things for those guys.
Now, the Jets had a bad year, and a lot of people are expecting that they're in a rebuild. Have they spoken to you about that, how long this is going to take?
I don't know. I couldn't tell you how long it's going to take. They haven't spoken to me about it. I don't think our mindset is on rebuild. I think our mindset is on just winning ball games. It's all about us. It's never going to be about anybody else, and we're going to do whatever we can to, make, the Jets organization proud.
Now, your mom's from Yonkers. What has she told you about the area?
We haven't spoken too much about it. She is from Yonkers. She's definitely excited, for me to get back up here. But I'm pretty sure, she's going to show me the ropes, and as well as my father and my cousins up here.
Now, why did you decide to become a safety? Obviously, you're such a great athlete. You could have played anywhere. Why safety?
I played, running back was my main position, but I also played, safety as well. So, safety's always been in my background. But Pops didn't want me to play running back going into high school anymore.
How come?
I did play. He definitely just didn't want me to get hurt. Since he went through it, he said you take a lot of beatings as a running back. So, throughout high school, I played running back. But I knew it was going to be my last years going into college. So I soaked it all in, and I enjoyed my last couple of runs.
All right, Jamal, there's just one name you have to know when you become a Jet. Joe Namath. You got to know what he's about, the guarantee, the Super Bowl. So you got that all down, right?
Yeah, I'm definitely going to get caught up on my history with the Jets, best believe.
That's the one to start with. Jamal,
That's
thank you for coming on. We appreciate it. We wish you all the best. And, you and I are going to hang out one day. We'll have a good time.
Let's do it. Let's do it. I appreciate y'all.
All right.
Cheers.
Thank you, man.